Hey guys, Josh here from the FishUSA Pro Shop. This week on the Intro to Fishing, we're going to be covering lures and baits. Going headfirst into it, the oldest technique in the book, just a hook and a worm. Guys have been doing this for hundreds of years. It's super simple. You just attach a hook and you put a worm on it and you put it out there. Almost any fish will go after this presentation. Another one that I'd like to go over is for small ultralight fishing, such as for panfish and trout and other types of species that might go after small soft plastics and small jigs. These are usually really easy to fish. You usually put them underneath a float, and like I said, almost any small game fish like bluegill, crappie, perch, and trout will go after this technique. Another one that I feel gets overlooked quite often is just throwing spoons. These are flashy pieces of metal that mimic wounded bait fish or any forage minnow. They can be used for a variety of different species: bass, trout, steelhead salmon, pike. Almost anything that is a fresh or even sometimes saltwater fish will go on a spoon. Very easy. You throw them out and you just retrieve them with a slow roll or even a fast burn in style retrieve. Another lure and bait that is used quite frequently in the bass and the walleye world are jigs. You can get them in plain jigs and tip them with night crawlers, minnows, or even soft plastics that mimic a wounded bait fish and fish them off the bottom, or you can mimic a crawfish with the skirted jigs. Both of these work for any fish that is honing in on a wounded minnow or off the bottom. Another classic lure and bait is a hard bait, referred to as a crankbait or even a plug. They come in multiple different sizes depending on the game fish that you're going after. They can be used for walleye, bass, the bigger ones, pike, muskie, stripers. Very easy to use. You just cast it out and you can put slight jerks into the retrieve or straight retrieve them or really slash and burn them in. But these are good for anything that is going to hone in on a forage minnow or wounded minnows. The final lure and bait that I have is a swim bait. I feel like these are overlooked a lot of time but have great applications for any predator fish. The one that I have right here is more for pike and muskie. Not to say that a large striper or a large bass wouldn't take it. They're very simple to use. Most of the time guys will just throw them out and do jerks in between their retrieves, or you can also straight burn them in depending on the application and the species of fish that you are targeting. Thank you to everyone that tuned in this week on our lures and baits. Be on the lookout for the next week's content that we'll be going over in Intro to Fishing. All the gear that you've seen in this video, you can look below and click the link to find it at FishUSA.com. Again, thank you to everyone that watched this video. Remember, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put out new content every week.